2026 Brewers regular season game 6, the Brewers will win against the Rays 8-2. Aaron Ashby with the win, Griffin Jax with the loss. Top of the first, Jacob Mizorowski with throw 1-2-3. Bottom of the first, Drew Rasmussen with throw 1-2-3. Top of the second, Jacob Mizorowski with strikeout, Junior Caminero and Cedric Mullins back-to-back. Nick Fortes will hit a single, Chandler Simpson will get walked, and then Ben Williamson will be out number 3. Bottom of the second, Jake Bauers will start off with a lineout, Garrett Mitchell will hit a single, then get a stolen base, Sal Frelick will be out number 2 on a strikeout, and then Blake Perkins would line out to end out the inning. Top of the third, Jacob Mizorowski would start by hitting Richie Palacios, and then a 2-run home run by Yandy Diaz will make it 2-0 Rays. Jonathan Aranda will be out number 1 on a lineout, Jake Fraley will hit a double, Junior Caminero and Cedric Mullins will strike out back-to-back to end out the inning. Bottom of the third, David Hamilton will start by reaching on a fielding error, then Joey Ortiz would be out number 1 on a flyout. Oh boy, Bryce Turbang, ready, bang! Left center, going back, and that one will be gone. 392 feet at 104.9 miles an hour. After that, William Contreras would reach on a fielding error, Christian Yelich and Jake Bauers would strike out back-to-back to end out the inning. Top of the fourth, Nick Fortes would be out number 1 on a flyout, Chandler Simpson will hit a single, then Ben Williamson would be out number 2 on a force-out. Richie Palacios will get walked, and then Yandy Diaz would be out number 3 on a ground-out. Bottom of the fourth, Drew Rasmussen would strike out the side. Top of the fifth, Jacob Mizorowski would throw 1-2-3. Bottom of the fifth, David Hamilton and Joey Ortiz would get back-to-back outs. Bryce Turang will get walked, and then William Contreras would be out number 3 on a flyout. Top of the sixth, Jacob Mizorowski would throw another 1-2-3. Bottom of the sixth, Ian Seymour would enter the game for the Rays. He'd start by facing Christian Yelich, and he would hit a single. Jake Bauers would ground into a double play, and then Garrett Mitchell would strike out to end out the inning. Top of the seventh, Grant Anderson would enter the game for the Brewers, and he would throw 1-2-3. Bottom of the seventh, Ian Seymour would throw 1-2-3. Top of the eighth, Aaron Ashby would enter the game for the Brewers. He'd start by walking Jonathan Aranda. Johnny DeLuca would be out number 1 on a flyout, and Junior Caminero would ground into a double play to end out the inning. Bottom of the eighth, Griffin Jax would enter the game for the Rays. He'd start by giving up a single to Joey Ortiz, and then Bryce Turang would hit into a sacrifice bunt. William Contreras would hit a single, then a 2 RBI single by Christian Yelich to make it 4-2 Brewers. Jake Bauers would get walked. Mason Englert would enter the game for the Rays. Garrett Mitchell would hit a 2 RBI double, making it 6-2. Sal Frelick would be out number 1 on a pop-out. An RBI ground by Blake Perkins would make it 7-2. An RBI single by David Hamilton would make it 8-2, and then Joey Ortiz would be out number 3 on a ground-out. Top of the ninth, DL Hall would enter the game for the Brewers. He'd start by hitting Cedric Mullins. Nick Fortes would be out number 1 on a strikeout, and then Chandler Simpson would hit a single. Ben Williamson and Ryan Velotti would strike out back-to-back to end out the game. Alright, so the Brewers win 8-1. The record in the regular season is now 5-1, and the Brewers' respective hitter of the game goes to Bryce Turang. The pitcher of the game goes to Jacob Mizorowski.